Welcome back to Senior Health Podcast with Dr. Eleanor Vance. Today, we're diving into a topic that could fundamentally change how you view every meal. Protein. We've long been told that protein is a cornerstone of a healthy diet, essential for building muscle, healing tissues, and supporting our immune system. But there's a side of this story that often goes untold, a silent danger that could be quietly pushing your kidneys closer to failure. The truth is, not all protein is created equal, and not all of it is kidney safe. In fact, some of the most common proteins we eat, the ones we assume are clean and healthy, can quietly overload your body's filtration system, raise blood urea levels, increase acid buildup, and force already tired kidneys to work even harder. This is especially true for those with pre-existing kidney issues or those who are unaware their kidneys are already struggling. But before you panic, let me be clear. You do not have to give up protein. That's a myth. You just need to choose smarter. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through a complete guide to making those smarter choices. We'll explore 4 powerful kidney-friendly protein sources, the silent protectors that nourish your body without weighing down your kidneys. 6 sneaky high-risk proteins, the healthy imposters that most people don't realize are harming them. 1 simple daily habit that can help your kidneys stay strong for the long run. So, grab a pen or just listen closely. The next 20 minutes could change how you eat, how you heal, and most importantly, how long your kidneys keep working for you. Part 1. The 4 kidney-safe protein powerhouses. 1. Egg whites, the purest protein source. Let's start with something so basic most people overlook it, but for your kidneys, this one small choice can mean everything. I'm talking about egg whites. While most people think of protein in terms of chicken, steak, or powders, egg whites are in a league of their own. Why are they so beneficial? They deliver the purest, most bioavailable form of complete protein, meaning your body can use nearly 100% of it to build and repair. They provide all 9 essential amino acids your body needs without the baggage that comes with other protein sources. Crucially, egg whites are incredibly low in phosphorus, just around 10 milligrams per egg white compared to over 80 milligrams in a whole egg. This is a critical distinction for anyone with compromised kidney function. When kidneys struggle to clear excess phosphorus, it doesn't just weaken bones. It can calcify blood vessels, significantly increasing heart disease risk and silently worsening kidney function. Egg whites are also nearly free of purines, the compounds that break down into uric acid. For those at risk of gout or chronic inflammation, this is a game changer. They contain no cholesterol or saturated fat, and they are exceptionally easy to digest, meaning less strain on your digestive system and kidneys. Pro tip: steam, boil, or lightly scramble them with no added oil. Skip the frying. Your heart and kidneys will thank you. Add them to oatmeal, soups, or stir-fries for a quiet but impactful protein boost. One of my patients, Maria, was dealing with low energy and rising phosphorus despite eating what she thought were healthy meats. When she switched to egg whites 4 days a week, her lab results improved within 2 months. And she reported feeling lighter in body and in mind. That mental relief is just as important as the physical benefits. 2. Tofu, the quiet plant-based warrior. If egg whites are the silent protectors of your kidneys, tofu is the quiet warrior, soft on the outside, powerful where it matters most. This is a protein source that many kidney patients ignore until they see its incredible potential. Tofu isn't just for vegans. It's for anyone who wants a strong, steady protein source without flooding their kidneys with acid, phosphorus, or nitrogen waste. Half a cup of tofu provides around 10 grams of high-quality plant protein, which is enough to maintain muscle mass and support healing without overworking your filtration system. What makes tofu a standout is its low acid load. Unlike meat, which creates an acidic environment that kidneys must constantly fight to neutralize, tofu is more pH neutral. This means less metabolic stress, reduced bone loss, and better overall balance in your body. Soy protein also doesn't increase kidney filtration pressure in the same way animal proteins do. This pressure, over time, can damage the glomeruli, the tiny filters that keep your blood clean. Tofu allows them to rest and recover, a key factor in slowing disease progression. Pro tip: use soft or silken tofu in smoothies or scrambles, or choose firm tofu for baking or stir-frying. Avoid deep-fried or pre-marinated varieties, as they are often loaded with sodium and hidden phosphate additives. One patient, Mark, a 58-year-old with stage 4 CKD, initially thought tofu was tasteless. But after 2 months of adding it to his soups and stir-fries, he noticed a significant increase in energy, less bloating, and a noticeable drop in his phosphorus levels. "It wasn't flashy," he said, "but it worked." 3. Tilapia, the gentle comfort protein. There's a deep comfort in a warm, well-seasoned piece of fish, especially when it gives your body what it needs without punishing your kidneys. That's exactly what tilapia offers. It is one of the gentlest animal-based proteins you can put on your plate, yet it's often overlooked. Tilapia is a lean, mild white fish that's low in fat, low in phosphorus, and incredibly easy to digest. A 100-gram serving provides about 22 grams of clean protein with just 170 milligrams of phosphorus, a much safer range for those with compromised kidney function compared to red meat or organ meats. Unlike heavier meats that can linger in your stomach and strain your kidneys, tilapia is light. It breaks down easily, delivering a steady stream of amino acids without overwhelming your system with waste. It also doesn't trigger the same inflammatory response as other animal proteins. Its balanced omega-3 to omega-6 ratio helps reduce the chronic inflammation that often drives kidney decline. Pro tip: go simple. Steam, bake, or grill it with a squeeze of lemon and fresh herbs. Skip the deep fryer, which adds unnecessary burden to your kidneys. George, a 67-year-old with stage 3 CKD, swapped his usual red meat meals for steamed tilapia twice a week. Within weeks, his blood work improved, and he said he felt light again, not just physically but mentally. Tilapia proves you don't have to sacrifice comfort to protect your health. You just have to choose differently. 4. Quinoa, the quiet grain revolution. If tilapia is your clean comfort food, then quinoa is the quiet revolution in your pantry. It isn't flashy or fancy, but it delivers something that most plant-based proteins can't: complete nourishment with almost no downside for your kidneys. Quinoa is one of the very few plant-based proteins that's actually complete, containing all 9 essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. Just 1 cooked cup gives you about 8 grams of high-quality protein plus a significant amount of fiber. For those with kidney disease, that fiber is a secret weapon. It helps move toxins like urea and nitrogen waste out through the gut, preventing your kidneys from doing all the heavy lifting. Unlike beans or lentils, quinoa keeps its potassium and phosphorus content relatively low. This is crucial because when kidneys struggle, these 2 minerals often build up, leading to heart rhythm issues, bone loss, and dangerous fluid shifts. Quinoa helps you avoid these risks while still providing the strength your body needs to heal. Pro tip: always rinse quinoa before cooking to remove bitter saponins. Keep it simple by steaming it with water or low-sodium broth and pair it with tofu or veggies. Avoid adding salty sauces or cheeses that can negate its benefits. Sandra, a 70-year-old patient, had been battling unpredictable potassium spikes and bloating. Rice made her feel sleepy and lentils pushed her levels too high. When she switched to quinoa a few nights a week, her digestion calmed, her energy improved, and her blood work finally stabilized. "It's light," she said, but it sticks with me. Part 2. The 6 Imposters to Avoid. Now that you know what to eat, let's talk about what to avoid. The truth is, some of the most dangerous proteins for kidney health are hiding behind healthy labels. Here are 6 of the worst offenders and why they might be doing more harm than you think. 1. Turkey bacon. The healthy disguise. Turkey bacon wears a healthy disguise. It looks lean and is marketed as better than pork, but for your kidneys, it's a hidden landmine. Just one strip can contain over 500 milligrams of sodium, more than 20% of your daily limit. It's also loaded with phosphate additives and nitrites, both of which drive up inflammation and dangerously high phosphorus levels. My patient Angela, a 64-year-old teacher with stage 3 CKD, thought turkey bacon was a safe swap. But her lab results told a different story. Rising phosphorus, swelling, and stubbornly high blood pressure. When we removed all processed meats from her diet, everything began to improve. 2. Red lentils, the plant-based overload. Red lentils sound like a health food hero, and for many people, they are. But if you have kidney disease, they could be quietly working against you. One cooked cup of red lentils contains over 700 milligrams of potassium and more than 350 milligrams of phosphorus. That's a heavy load for weakened kidneys to handle, disrupting your body's delicate mineral balance. Too much potassium can lead to muscle weakness, irregular heartbeats, and even cardiac arrest. Eli, a longtime vegan patient, used lentils daily. When his energy crashed and his lab results worsened, we made one simple change, swapping lentils for quinoa. Within weeks, his numbers improved, and his symptoms calmed down. 3. Hot dogs, the plastic-wrapped nightmare. Let's be honest, hot dogs evoke nostalgia. But for your kidneys, they are a nightmare wrapped in plastic. They are a perfect storm, ultra-processed, packed with sodium and nitrites, loaded with phosphate preservatives, and filled with oxidized fats. Every bite floods your body with chemicals that trigger oxidative stress, raise blood pressure, and damage the very cells your kidneys rely on to filter waste. I once treated Michael, a 71-year-old with stage 3 CKD who loved hot dogs for lunch. When his GFR dropped and his uric acid skyrocketed, we traced it back to his habits. Cutting out processed meats was the first step in turning his numbers around. 4. Whey protein. Isolate, the misleading supplement marketed as clean and pure. Whey protein isolate can be one of the most misleading products for someone with kidney issues. Unlike whole foods, whey isolates deliver a concentrated flood of protein without the fiber, antioxidants, or anti-inflammatory compounds your body needs to balance it out. This creates a massive nitrogen waste load that forces your kidneys to work overtime to clear. Dan, a 48-year-old active man, used whey isolate shakes daily, thinking he was protecting his health. But when his creatinine climbed and fatigue set in, we made one simple change, replacing the shakes with egg whites and tofu. Within a few weeks, his labs began to bounce back, and so did his energy. 5. Canned black beans, the hidden sodium and potassium bomb. You'd never expect something like canned black beans to be on this list, but they come with hidden baggage that makes them risky for people with kidney disease. Even after draining and rinsing, 1 cup can deliver around 600 milligrams of potassium, a heavy load for struggling kidneys. The sodium in some brands can be exorbitant. This combination of high potassium and high sodium can be a perfect storm for fatigue, swelling, and blood pressure spikes. My vegetarian patient, Teresa, 66, ate canned beans nearly every day. She couldn't figure out why her potassium kept spiking until we traced it back to her pantry. When she switched to well-soaked, home-cooked beans and added low-potassium grains like couscous, her numbers quickly stabilized. 6. Steak, the symbol of strength. With a cost, steak has long been a symbol of strength and tradition. But for someone with kidney disease, it can quietly chip away at your health. Even the leanest cuts are loaded with saturated fat, phosphorus, and purines, a trio that inflames your blood vessels, stresses your kidneys, and increases your risk of gout and cardiovascular damage. It's not about the taste, it's about the toll. My patient, James, 72, used to eat steak 3 or 4 times a week. "Meat gives me energy," he'd say. But over time, his labs worsened, his gout flared up, and his kidneys lost ground. When we scaled back the beef and introduced kidney-friendly proteins instead, everything began to turn around. Part 3. The simple habit that makes all the difference. While food choices are crucial, sometimes the simplest things are the most healing. No pills, no special diets, just your body, moving forward one step at a time. I'm talking about the power of a morning walk. Just 20 to 30 minutes of light walking after you wake up can do more for your kidneys than most people realize. It improves blood circulation, enhances oxygen delivery to kidney tissue, and supports the filtration process. It also helps regulate blood sugar and blood pressure, 2 of the biggest drivers of kidney damage. I've seen patients who added a short walk to their mornings report less swelling, more energy, and a better mood within weeks. As one patient told me, "It's like my kidneys wake up with me." Movement, oxygen, and life. That's the connection. Conclusion: consistency, not perfection. At the end of the day, your kidneys don't need perfection. They need consistency, care, and small choices that add up over time. Whether it's removing one risky protein, adding a kidney-safe option like egg whites, or simply going for a gentle walk in the morning, these simple actions become powerful when done with intention. If this episode gave you even one idea that made you feel more in control, more hopeful, or more supported, hold on to it. Let it be your next step forward, because you deserve more than just managing symptoms. You deserve to feel stronger, lighter, and more confident in the path ahead. Please take a moment now to save this video so you can return to it anytime you need clarity or a reminder. Share it with someone you care about, because kidney health is something we often ignore until it's too late. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for more trusted, science-based advice on protecting your kidneys and improving your long-term health. You're not alone on this journey, and I'll be right here with you, one smart choice at a time.